The daily page. From the daily page, you'll see links to undated 1, which is for notes, and undated 2, which is for recipes. You have the flexibility to navigate to any day, week, or month of the year as needed. You can also easily jump between two versions of the daily page for the same day. Daily 1, Daily 2. Just like we did with the other pages, I'll copy and paste notes and recipes from the previous page. In this digital planner, we will stick to one type of daily page, so there's no need for Daily 2. And we don't need to switch between them. However, if we decide to create a digital planner with two daily versions, we'll keep them and rename them. This makes it easy for users to switch between Daily 1 and Daily 2 for the same day. The Weekly 1 and Weekly 2 buttons are designed to provide users with easy access to the week that corresponds to the current day. This digital planner offers two variations of weekly pages. One serves as an overview for the week, while the other is dedicated to habit tracking. So I'll rename them. You have complete flexibility to customize these buttons to your preferences. This includes adjusting various settings such as color, font, size, and even their placement within the digital planner interface. As for the remaining icons, Google View, Next, and Previous, I'll leave them as they are for now. I will make some changes to the page contents. First, I will change the title and then update the calendar format. I will copy the new calendar directly from the calendar page. Using the previous calendar's X and Y coordinates, I will put the new calendar into the same position as the old one. This is very important so that the calendar here matches the calendar in InDesign. And then, I will delete the old calendar. Next, I will delete these two tables and move the schedule to the left. I will then copy some cells from the to-do list table to create two new sections, a motivation section, where I can include inspirational quotes or goals, and a top to-do list section, which will highlight the most important tasks that need to be completed. For the motivation table, I will set the horizontal inner border to 0. In the top 5 to-do list table, I will remove the additional rows, leaving only 5, and then apply the size rows equally option to make all rows equal in height. At the bottom of the page, I will add two new sections. The first section will be dedicated to notes and will be formatted with dotted lines, making it easier to jot down ideas or reminders. The second section will be a standard text box, allowing for additional information, comments, or any other text you need to include. To add it to the layout, I will duplicate the motivation table and make some more adjustments. As for the Daily 2 page, I will not be using it in this digital planner, so I will cross it out. However, please do not delete the page, as you will know why later. The Weekly Overview page. On the weekly page, you'll find links to both the undated 1, which is for notes, and the undated 2, which is for recipes. You have the flexibility to navigate to any day, week, or month of the year as needed. Also, you can easily switch between different layouts or formats of the weekly pages for the same week. So I will start by deleting undated 1 and undated 2 as well as the calendar and copy them from the daily page. Then I change the Weekly 1 tab to the Weekly Overview, and Weekly 2 to the Habit Tracker. For the page content, I'll keep it mostly the same, but I'll make some small changes like colors and fonts. Feel free to customize the page content to fit your preferences and needs. You have the freedom to make any changes you like. Moving forward to Weekly 2, designated as our habit tracking page. We'll follow the same steps as before with Weekly 1, copying and pasting the note recipes and calendar sections. However, this time we'll also include the Habit Tracker tab and the Weekly tab along with them.
For the page content,
I'll keep the page content mostly the same, just adjusting colors and fonts. But feel free to change things up to match what you like. On the monthly 1 page, you'll find links to 2 pages, undated 1 for note-taking and undated 2 for recipes. You have the flexibility to navigate to any day, week, or month of the year as needed. You can jump between 2 versions of the monthly page for the same month. Monthly 1, giving you an overview of the month, while monthly 2 is designed specifically for tracking monthly finances. Let's start by changing the top tab title. I'll update the title of the second tab to Finance. Then I'll pick an icon from Canva's library to represent the financial aspect of the page. Just like we did with the other pages, I will copy and paste notes and recipes from the previous page. As for the page content, I'll leave it mostly as it is, but I'll make a few adjustments. Specifically, I'll change some of the colors to improve the visual appeal and adjust the thickness of the table lines.
the monthly 2 page.
Just like we saw before, copy and paste notes and recipes and finance tabs from the previous page. As for the page content, I'll keep it mostly the same but make a few adjustments. Specifically, I'll change some of the colors and adjust the position of the tables. Next, I will prepare the month buttons to navigate between the months of the finance pages. First, I'll copy the January from the side tabs, or you can type January directly using the keyboard. Then, I'll duplicate it 12 times to create a button for each month of the year. To ensure a neat and organized layout, I'll use Canva's Tidy Up feature to evenly space these buttons. Once the buttons are properly arranged, I'll rename each one sequentially from January to December. Finally, I'll add a square above the month buttons and format it appropriately to match the overall style. When we reach the note page, we enter into the Undated Pages section. Each category of these undated pages will contain 100 pages. For now, I will use only 20 of them. However, you are free to use as many pages as you need, depending on your requirements. Through the note page, we can access 20 of the 100 note pages using these numbers on the left side, which I'll explain how to set up later. The page's content is already set. I'll just add a grid note section at the bottom of the page. So I will delete some of the dots. And I'll copy a section of the grid note from the right page, which also has grid notes, then make some changes to it. Please don't forget to copy and paste the Note tab and the Recipe tab, just as we did with the previous pages. The same process will be applied to the Recipes page, which is an undated section consisting of 100 pages, although I will only utilize 20 of them. On the Recipes page, we can navigate to any of these 20 pages. As before, I will copy the Notes and Recipes tabs, then make several edits to the page. I will move the instructions to the right side of the ingredients. Then I will move the 2 frames to a new position below both the instructions and ingredients sections. Once these adjustments are made, I will duplicate the design and move it to the right side of the page. Now we have reached the last page, which is the blank page. Since it is a blank page, I will copy the Note and Recipes tabs, change the button color to match the background color, and leave the rest blank.